Good evening, you guys. I am freezing. It is actually not exceptionally cold temperature-wise, but it's windy. Really windy. And so it's dropping our temperature. Let's see. My nose is running. It says it's 51 right now, but feels like 38. And our winds are 50 to 60 miles per hour until tomorrow night at 7 p.m. 40, 50 miles per hour gusts. And then normal wind is 20 to 35. But it is really cold. And I have been going most of today. We actually had to drive to Tri-Cities. I'm going to take my rings off before I go take a bath. We had to take Anthony's car in, and he has an appointment for it tomorrow morning. And we're going to have it checked out and see what's going on exactly with it and have an oil change. So fingers crossed that it's nothing too major, like cost analysis kind of wise. I only say that because my husband said that. And so I have faith everything will work out. So I am hurting. Anyway, so it was Anthony, Mom, and I, and we actually just had a really good time. We went to a couple places while there. So we dropped off the car in Pasco, and then we went over to Richland, and it is harder than you would believe to find a place where you can sit down and eat. We looked at some places in Pasco. There's one, it's Cousins. There's one in the Dells, Oregon, that Mom and I were really looking forward to going to. That didn't happen. Speaking of Anthony, there he is. Hi, buddy. It's Sylvester. Anyway, so Cousins, what did the sign say? They just closed completely for COVID?
Yep.
So, no idea when they'll be back. We went to another restaurant. Well, looked at IHOP because they do patio seating. But there were so many people, and that square footage was really small, and that scared me. And so, ouch. So we opted out of that one. Then Anthony found the Original Pancake House.
Mm-hmm.
That one is to go only, but tomorrow they start. Yes.
Why?
Tomorrow they start seating there. And I think he said it was going to be patio too. And so what else was there? Then from there, Mom asked and said, does anyone do seating? He goes, Sterling, and then what did he call the other one?
Oh shit. Hoppin' John's?
So it was Hoppin' John's.
But it was Hops and Shots.
Yeah. And so, but when you Google the one, you can find it. And so they were a sit-down one. It was okay. I home cook quite a bit. And so, right here. And so, it was a little interesting.
Probably not.
It wasn't too bad, though. It definitely made me want to perfect my biscuit recipe. Did you find me a pan yet?
Four?
Biscuits. I told we were talking about that in the in the car. Anyway, so we finally got something to eat, and at that point, I almost messaged Mom at like 7:15 because she was ready, and I should have just messaged her. She was ready to go, dressed and everything. So I woke up. What did we wake up before 7? And then I decided just to lay in bed. Didn't have coffee, didn't eat. So by the time we dropped off the car, got all of that stuff done, and then found a place. It was like 9:30, 10, and I started to feel really sick. So where they were is a shopping center, and there's a bunch of little stores and a bunch of restaurants. So we went to Target. We went to Grocery Outlet, and I found Christy Teigen's knife again. He is purring. Hey, baby. Hi. Such a good boy, huh? And so we kind of just walked the strip. Oh, so we had the coffee at the Hops and Shots, and it tasted like someone disinfected the cup and then didn't clean it out. I wasn't the only one that thought that. It was just like, it was off tasting, so we didn't have coffee. Did Mom make sure that coffee wasn't on her receipt? Oh. Anyway, and so we went to Target. Target has Starbucks in it. So I grabbed Starbucks. Mom grabbed water. Anthony had me grab him a coffee. And we all just kind of strolled around. It was nice. And then we hit the other Target and actually went deeper into that one. The other one, I just like Target for the dollar spot. I'm weird. And so, we went to the other one. I got ditched, and I knew exactly where he went. And so then, I found something else for Lexi's birthday. And I grabbed a gift bag so I wouldn't have to do it at the last second. What else did we do?
Mom and I stayed in the car reading, and we kind of lost you there for a while.
I handed you the bag and told you where I was going.
Right.
Yeah, my tummy went blah, blah, blah.
Right. So.
And not like cool Baymax.
Well, once again, when you didn't return for some time, the cards were entertaining, but only for so long.
I need to get her a card.
I knew that because of all the switches in the house, going and looking for those was going to be, well, not only peripherals, but also games themselves was going to be a good idea. So...
No, I can see you when I went like this, though. I was like, oh, pooters, huh?
I figured that would be a good idea. That and finding me in electronics usually is one of your best bets.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so I met back up with them, and then we went and checked out. And so that was... Oh, and then I was thirsty, and I was like, let's go to Sonic. We're not far. I want a slushie. It sounds good. Just went with lemonade. I don't know why. I'm addicted to lemonade right now. You okay, buddy? You got your paw stuck.
Are you stuck?
And so from there, I remembered Mom wanted to go to Smart Food Services. And we were going through, and I went, there's a Macy's. And she's like, yeah, why? And I was like telling her about the knives, the Christy Teigen knives. She has a block set. I don't necessarily want the block, but her knives so far have been good. And I feel dumb because honestly, I should have opened up or when I went to pack some of the stuff, I should have just tossed the knives, the ones, it's not bamboo. What were they? Maybe they were.
Ceramic?
No. The white handled ones that we dipped because they kept fraying. I don't know. I don't remember what the handle was. They have rusted. They have pulled out of the handle and they're just splintering and rusting. So I just have had such a problem finding good knives. So when Anthony got me that one for Christmas and then the kids put it in the sink with water, I was really worried, but it bounced back okay. Knock on wood kind of situation. That's how people get hit. Leave him be. So I grabbed one and it was like $8.99. Where, so we did stop. Mom's like, I've got a card, let's stop. And so we stopped at Macy's, wrong department. Why Macy's in two different spots?
Because Macy's covers a lot of territory.
So yeah, so does JCPenney's, and they're an upper lower store too. I don't know why this Macy's had to be just one floor. So we had to walk through the mall, which is the one thing I said I didn't want to do because of so many people.
Well,
No, it wasn't. And so when he explained where it was, I was like, oh my God, it's the blah, blah, blah. I was like, I know exactly where this part of, and they're not even like next to each other. They're like way far away from each other.
catty corner.
And there's like 1.5 million stores between them and 1.5 million people. And so we walked over there. They had almost nothing in their cookware section. Like, it was super small. And he looks adorable right now. Anyway, so they have almost nothing. But they do have a display with a couple of her items. And they had the knife that I had just purchased. $25. I was like, that's ridiculous. When, with taxes, I spent under 10. And Amazon wanted like 17 or 18, and they've been out of stock ever since. But it is a serrated one, and I want some that aren't. So, when we get into storage, I will be throwing away a lot of our knives. You know, there's a few, I'm like, these are what I'm keeping, like the ceramic ones, the blue one, and the Chrissy Teigen. Mm-hmm. I don't think...
The blue one so far, I mean, since we've had that thing, I gotta say, that has been the literal best knife ever.
It's a serrated one. Excuse me. And it used to, I don't know if anybody knows what they are, but they had this, like, what would you call it? Like,
It used to have a guide.
okay, it was a guide and you could adjust it for the thickness of what you wanted. Ours hasn't had a guide in 16 years, in all honesty, because this knife is only made for right-handed people.
Right.
I do not cut that way, so there was no way for me to use this knife safely.
Right.
We tried, and so we took it off, and that makes me want to see if we can find one. My mom had one. Her friend actually got them
I wonder
for us.
I swear I seen, and maybe it was just something that I thought I seen, a red one that was left-handed.
That would be funny. Yeah, it would have been a cool knife if it had worked for me. And where I'm the one that's the primary cook, we just took it off. But it's been a good knife because we have probably had it for 16 years. It's the infamous Connor.
Infamous?
Yeah, I like to wake
Wake
moodles. I like to wake moobles.
How about speak English?
Nope. Anyway, so from Macy's, we went over to the place and we pulled in and she's like, I don't want to go here. I was like, you're the one that said you wanted to go here, that you needed to for work. And so Anthony's like, we're here now, Mom. And so we went in and we grabbed what she needed. And then we just came home.
What'd you eat for dinner?
I had the stuff from brunch.
You had brunch?
Yeah.
Look
Don't
at-
fold his ear. Unfold the ear. Oh.
I can fold the other one so it matched.
Actually, he folded it mostly himself.
Would you stop? He's trying to sleep.
I was the one who was petting him.
Anyway, so we got home.
Bam.
Swag.
He's got both his ears folded.
That's really weird.
Oh.
Anyway, so we drove home.
You freaked him out.
Ouch. No, buddy. Anyway, so we got home and then I had bought all that stuff from Boxed the other day. That's mean. You're not so thin yourself. Quit telling my cat he's fat.
No, he's thick.
I'm telling Ducky she's a tub of lard.
Not too large. Thick.
Anyway, so Anthony and I put away the snacks and stuff. I mean, there's still stuff, but the table was filled up again. I vote that I never have another table in my life. It's not really what I want, but so I'm gonna go take a bath. We're gonna go to bed and do all this fun stuff again tomorrow. Oh, and tomorrow Lexi gets tested for COVID because she had
There you go. It's your cat.
another piece of straw that has been eaten. Anyway, she had to call in to work Saturday. So they canceled her shift for today. And are forcing her to get a COVID test. Because she had food poisoning and said she didn't feel good. So, that's tomorrow. That'll take another 4 days. So we'll see when she goes back to work. The poor girl barely gets hours as she does now. And half the time they schedule her for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And she only ends up working one of those days. One full of those days. Half of another one. One time they sent her home after 2 hours because they weren't very busy. So, we'll see. I swear they're just seeing how much they can screw with her until she quits. So, anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you.